Hey, Sean Q here, your high ticket sales coach, and I'm a big believer that your life will be determined by the questions you ask yourself. So I'm going to give you 3 questions in this video that you should be asking yourself every single day. And if you do, you will have an exponential shift in your life. Most people won't even ask themselves question number 3. Now, as you hear a gold nugget, go and put hashtag gold nugget below. Let's dive in. All right, I'm a big believer that the questions you ask yourself will determine how you show up in the world. Most of the time, people ask themselves questions that are actually very limiting. They ask themselves why questions. And I actually want you to do like a personal audit of like when you do something that maybe you don't want to be doing. Maybe it's a behavior you're just not satisfied with. Maybe it's something that you're believing or you're thinking, and it's just not really aligned with where you want to go or where you want to be. Do you oftentimes find yourself asking yourself why questions? Why did I do that? Why can't I be more productive? Why can't I be like so-and-so? Why did I end up doing that and not this? What happens is our brain is trained, it's designed, it's conditioned to answer the question. So when you say, why didn't I do something? Or why am I like this? Or why am I doing this? Your brain is actually telling itself why. And it's reinforcing its behavior. So, for example, man, why did I eat ice cream tonight? I thought I was on a diet, for example. Or man, why did I waste time scrolling on Facebook? Or why did I react that way when that person said that thing? Your brain's going to answer it. Well, because you're addicted to ice cream, because you're lazy, because you're insecure, because you're not like so-and-so. Your brain's going to answer that question and reinforce its belief into that question. Why questions create defense. So your brain's going to defend itself because your brain doesn't want you thinking or believing you did something wrong, so it's going to defend itself. So instead of asking why questions, I want to give you 3 questions that you can ask yourself that will shift the way you show up in life. So you can be more confident, you can be more strong in your decisions, you can create healthy boundaries, and you can take care of yourself. I'm a big believer in self-care. I think that if you don't fill yourself up, you have nothing to give out. And if you're giving out of an empty cup, you're hurting yourself and you're hurting others. You're not really able to truly serve others and support others. So I want to encourage you, use these 3 questions very strategically. Make it a consistent part of your life. This morning, tomorrow morning, you're going to go to sleep tonight, then you're going to wake up, your head is going to be on that soft pillow, you're going to be warm in those blankets. Once you get off, ask yourself these 3 questions. Put it in a journal, write it on your bathroom mirror. Get these 3 questions into your routine. I guarantee it'll shift. First question, number 1. What's on my mind? What's on my mind? Oftentimes we introduce, like when we're in conversation, hey, what's on your mind? Or how are you doing? But check in with yourself. What's on my mind? How am I doing? Am I stressed? Am I worried about something? Am I anxious that something's not going to happen or something is going to happen? Am I afraid? Am I happy? Am I excited? Doing that small check-in with what's on my mind will help you to, 1, release what's on your mind. So if it's a fear or a worry or anxiety, you'll acknowledge it and release it. And if it's something that's excited and like you're excited about, you're joyful about, you're happy about, then you're able to experience that joy and that happiness. And acknowledge it so that you can deeply experience it. Ask yourself, what's on my mind? So ask yourself right now, if you have a piece of paper, put it in the comments below, what's on my mind? What's been rattling in my head that I can just get down on a piece of paper, acknowledge it, and then release it? Maybe it's something to do with family. Maybe it's something to do with your business. Maybe it's an idea that you want to pursue. Maybe it's something you've been procrastinating on. Acknowledge it, get it down, release it from your brain space so that you can start the day completely fresh, completely new. Here's the second question I want you to ask yourself. So the first question, what's on my mind? The second question, how will I respond today when things don't go my way? You cannot control so many things in life. There's so many things that are out of your control, so many variables. Maybe it's the weather. Can't really control the weather. Maybe it's how somebody responds to you or reacts to you. Maybe it's you're in line at the store and somebody bumps into you. Like, there are so many things, so many variables in life you can't control. What you can control is how you show up, the attitude you bring to it. And setting an intention of how am I going to show up today when things don't go my way? When something happens, when I'm put in a situation that's stressful or has pressure or like is uncomfortable, how will I respond? Because leaders respond. Leaders don't react. Catch that. Leaders respond, they don't react. Reactions are out of our control. Responses, we're able to be strategic about it. We're able to say, hey, that happened. I've already set an intention to be more graceful with people, to be more patient, to give myself time and grace and patience as well. You've already set that intention. So what's on your mind is question 1. Just acknowledge it, release it. Question 2, how will I respond today when things out of my control happen? Set the intention of how you're going to show up. I remember we were doing this really awesome production within our team, and I set an intention before the production happened. Typically, it's high stressed. Typically, there's a lot of pressure to perform. And I said, you know what? I'm going to show up patient. I'm going to show up excited. I'm going to show up with the idea that we're going to make mistakes and I'm going to be okay with it. So what happened was we ended up doing the production, and literally it was the weirdest thing to me because I was so calm. I was like, hey, we made a mistake. Okay, cool. I set the intention. I lived that intention out. You can do the same. Question 3. So question 1, what's on your mind? Question 2, how will you respond? Question 3, who do I need to be for myself today? We are so many things to so many people. Me, I'm a coach to my clients. I'm a husband to my wife. I'm a son to my parents. I'm a brother to my siblings. I'm a friend to those around me. I'm a leader in my community. I'm a boss or a leader to my team. You can be so many things for so many people. Who do you need to be for yourself? How are you going to serve yourself? How are you going to give to yourself? Maybe today, I'm going to be compassionate for myself. I'm going to be a friend to me. I'm going to be someone that I can care for, somebody that I can give compassion to, somebody I can get excited about. Who do I need to be for myself today? How do I need to show up for me? When you're able to show up for yourself, everyone around you gets served. When you're your best version for yourself, you're also your best version for your spouse and your family, those around you. So here's 3 questions that will radically shift the way you show up. Ask yourself these 3 questions every single morning. Number 1, what's on my mind? Acknowledge it, jot it down, release it. Number 2, how will I respond when things don't go my way? Set the intention so you can show up as the best version of yourself. And then question number 3, and this is the most important question in my perspective. Most people don't ask themselves at all this question. Who do I need to be for me today? Who do I need to be for me today? I'm Sean Q, your high-ticket sales coach. There's grace for your pace. There's patience for yourself. Give it to you. Give yourself what you need. I'll see you in the next video.